Okay, well, that's very interesting because, in effect, investors that buy in to the project now are almost becoming, I suppose, for want of a better word, stakeholders within the development because they have to purchase in full now. So they actually buy everything now. And then for that, they immediately receive a rental return during the build cycle and beyond. So ironically, for if they're buying into some of the apartments in Bay 3, the ROI on that, the return on investment is approximately sort of 64% because it's a blended net yield over the build cycle and beyond once the tower's built and occupied. But even better, and this is phenomenal. I can tell you secretly, but you can tell your listeners that M Tower, which is named after the famous actress in Hong Kong, Michelle Reese, we are marketing hotel suites there, and they are approximately £200,000 sterling starting price. And forgive me, I'm not good with foreign exchange transfers, but we can work that out for you. But they have done a great offer. They're actually offering 10% net yields, which is actually 100% ROI over a sort of 10-year period. So this is a phenomenal opportunity for people to get in now because these offers are not always going to be available. As I said, once it's sold, it's sold. And of course, this is for the first, I mean, they've already sold one tower there, which is predominantly to the Asian market. But obviously, we strongly believe that Indian nationals will very much like this project. It's stunningly beautiful. It's marble, it's gold, it's very probably similar to some of the Dubai projects and some of the iconic towers and modern towers of the world, but also built in a very luxurious, opulent way, but affordable. Because Malaysia has a very good, strong economy, full of natural resources. Petroleum is one of their things. So, and the Malaysian ringgit is quite low at the moment. So actually, this is a very good opportunity for anybody that's looking, well, A, to own something outside of their own country, but also have a regular income being generated. This is a fantastic opportunity. And one thing I wanted to tell you was that I forgot earlier, actually. There's so much to tell you about the sale. I mean, it's going to have one of the first branded residences in the whole of Malaysia, in the whole of Southeast Asia, and that's with Karl Lagerfeld. Have you heard of Karl Lagerfeld? Parisian international designer. You are definitely too young, Vanshika, I know that. But Karl Lagerfeld, he's a very famous fashion designer. So to have branded residences now are very popular. We're seeing them become popular in Dubai and so on and so forth. So to have that opportunity in Malaysia, I think is phenomenal.
Right, like that's a lot to process. And like, to all the investors who's watching this podcast, right? You need to listen to this. And as per me, I personally advise you to invest in the sale right now, right here. You might lose it in the future. I'm betting you on this. And okay, Rayna, coming back to the questions, like when you look into the future of the real estate market, right? So how does the sale fit into this vision? As per you, what do you think? Like, are other developers going to copy this project, or are they going to create, something more better than sale? What future does it look like?
Well, the interesting thing about the developer Shanghai International is that they're not just developers. They're also into hospitality, they're hoteliers, they're into agriculture. They farm vast hectares of land and they farm the durian fruit, which I don't know if you're familiar with it, but it smells and it tastes. Apparently, it's the Rolls Royce of fruits in Malaysia, but it's an acquired taste, shall we say. But because of their diverse interests, and because their heart and soul is Malaysia, they have very big plans in Malaysia. So the sale is going to be built in Malacca. They already own properties in Kuala Lumpur and the highlands of Malaysia, which is the sort of agricultural area. But the sale sits on a 27-acre site. But actually, that 27 acres also sits on another site of 167 acres, which borders the Straits of Malacca. So you're right on the sea. And that is going to be Southeast Asia's largest regeneration program. And that's going to be called the City of Hope. So Shanghai International will be redeveloping that area. There will be a new waterfront economic zone, a new port. There's going to be, masses of retail, million square feet of shopping available in the sale alone, entertainment, theatres, restaurants. The sale itself has the world's longest infinity pool that links all 9 towers. The highest sky ring that links all 9 towers. But they also own a beachfront residence in Malaysia as well. And they have, I cannot say, but they've got big plans because they're visionaries. They are leaders of their time, leaders of their generation. And because Malaysia at the moment is very sort of slightly untapped, so they've got large areas of land there. It's a prime opportunity because Malaysia is a good opportunity because it's an area of regeneration. It borders Singapore, and Singapore's already, the land is all gone. You can't build anymore in Singapore. But if anyone wants to get involved in the next investment hotspot of the world, it's going to be Malaysia. If you look at what's happened to Dubai, over 50 years ago, Dubai was just a fishing village. They discovered oil. Sheikh Mohammed was a visionary. He saw the future before it came. I mean, it's, when I talk to you about it, I get goosebumps because I'm just so excited and so honored and thrilled to be involved with such a phenomenal project. And I think anyone that wants to experience it should get involved. I mean, on that note, Vanshika, I can tell you that we can accommodate if people want to go, if agents or investors want to go and visit Malaysia and sort of touch and feel the site, and if they're really seriously committed, because Shanghai are hoteliers as well, they will accommodate people on their tours that they run once a month for people to go and see, touch and feel the project. But obviously they've got to be qualified,
Right. That's a really, really great initiative, Rayna. I mean, usually people do not actually provide these amenities, I would say, or provide these things before investing in the project. But I believe what you guys are doing is like amazing. Like, the moment you just told about, preparing a tour for this, looking at the touch and feel of the project, and then thinking about, but of course, you would have to bring people who are interested and who are skilled enough to, come to the, feel and look at the project. But that's a very, very great initiative. And one last question I wanted to ask that, supposedly if I am an investor, okay, I have never invested in any country, or in Malaysia, supposedly, if I've never invested and I want to really invest. So what does sale bring different amongst other real estate projects? Like, people do promise a lot, right? They are providing these much amenities and everything like that. But what does sale definitely 110% promising? Like, how would you convince an investor to come, and to invest in the sale right now?
Well, that's a very good question. So, how would I convince? Well, I think you can probably hear my enthusiasm, my passion for the project. LH1 Global is based not only in sort of UK, but we also have an office in Dubai. So half of the year I'm living in Dubai, half of the year I live in London. I'm currently in Europe. But I think it's about, for me, I love Dubai. Dubai is an incredible, exciting city, probably like most sort of innovative, new, exciting cities of the world. But for me, Dubai is at the peak of the price points. So therefore, you pay top money to buy in Dubai, London, Paris, Delhi, so on and so forth, but you've got the opportunity to buy into the sale project in Malacca in Malaysia for a very affordable price because it's an entry price. But I would expect that you would see by the time the project is built in 6 years' time, 6-7 years' time, you would have at least doubled your investment, if not more. So for the true investor that is really looking, for their return on investment, where can you go to get a project that you're going to double at least your money at the end of the build and receive during the build 10% net return on your money that you won't? And of course, from an ego point of view, you can say to all your friends, I bought a property in the sale. You didn't. And I always say, snooze, you lose. There's no time like the present to actually get on and do this. Put your money where your mouth is, embark on the journey, come on the journey of selling the sale with me, go and visit the site. We can arrange that. You will be looked after and catered for. It's not a free holiday. So obviously, if you want to go, you must be qualified as a true, genuine investor or an agent that can take investor clients to visit. But trust me, you won't be disappointed. Malaysia itself is a wonderful country, a very warm country, great climate, great people. There's nothing negative to say about it.
So great. I mean, it was a really, really, really great answer. And I would really, it's honestly, the way you answered, the way you, portrays your answers so confidently. And I can see the passion about sale. I mean, I am getting goosebumps, even though I do not have that much investment, but I would really love to look at sale. I mean, it's a very exciting project. The moment I looked at the pictures, the moment I, looked at the brochure, I was like, what are these guys doing? I mean, it's going, like I said, it's going to be the ninth wonder of the world. Mark my words. I am very much confident about it. Right. It was lovely, lovely chatting with you, Rayna. I mean, it was a really lovely time. Thank you for, inviting, for taking out time for this podcast, Rayna. It was really amazing. And, maybe we meet after some time. Maybe you would love to connect within future as well. And to all the investors, to all the agents, to all the brokers who are looking at this podcast, do invest in the sale, right? It's a one-time opportunity and you will lose it in the future, guys. I am definitely saying that. So do invest in the sale and it's going to be one hell of a project. So thank you so much, Rayna, for your beautiful time.
Thank you, Vanshika. I really enjoyed it. And thank you for giving me the opportunity to spread the word about the sale. And obviously, there is the salemalaysia.com website. And if anyone's interested, do mention that on your podcast and people can, come to us via that and we will assist and steer them in the right direction. But I look forward to speaking to you again, hopefully in the future.
Definitely, Rayna, definitely. And to the guys who really want more information about the sale, we have already put the link below the description. Just look at it and let's just talk it out. And thank you, Rayna, for here.
Thank you very much, Vanshika. Nice to speak to you. Take care. Enjoy your day.
You too.
Bye. Bye.